Hello, my name is Renella Cassius. I'm a student at Biotechnology High School. The name of my project is Antibacterial Resistance, We Can Save the World. My project is on bacterial resistance. Antibacterial resistance is a rising issue as diseases are being spread and people cannot be cured of their illnesses at an instance. Antibiotic resistance is bad because bacteria can invade other parts of a person's body, which can lead to death if left uncured or cause a patient to be on medications for a long time. Being exposed to chemicals used in drugs for a long period of time can cause further health problems and side effects that would then lead to the need of more medications to help with the list of growing issues. All of this is caused by little bacteria. Bacteria are able to adapt their DNA. They can gain resistance or form mechanisms to resist the effects of the chemicals in drugs, making them ineffective. Then there may be a need to increase the strength of the drug or create a new combination of drugs. The problem I am trying to solve is how to stop bacterial resistance from disease-causing bacteria. As we all know, there are good bacteria that helps fight off illnesses and help our bodies remain at a state of equilibrium. These good bacteria are a part of your normal flora, which are microorganisms that live in your body and do not cause disease. These specific bacteria live on specific parts of your body as a normal occurrence. Moving forward to the methods, I carried out this project by participating as an intern at the District of Columbia Department of Forensics Public Health Lab. Here, I got deep insight of bacteria and learned that they are way more than just germs. I did research and had the opportunity to be hands-on. In the left image above, you can see me and a scientist from the microbiology lab measure the radius of a drug sample on a bacteria so that we can determine if it is resistant or not. In the right top image, you can see me applying a type of oil on the glass tray to help me analyze some bacteria under a telescope. Overall, the hands-on experience at the Department of Forensics really helped me learn and form ideas on ways bacterial resistance can be solved and prevented. Now to the results. As a result of COVID-19, my ability to continue my internship and receiving help on my project was impacted. Even though I could no longer come in physically, I was able to remain in contact with my mentor and complete my project with the information I had previously received. My project was primarily research-based, and the internship gave me that physical hands-on approach, which allowed me to feel as if I have mastered the ability to approach biological situations in a scientific manner. It can be inferred that the mistake of misdiagnosing and skipping over testing often happens because many patients come to the hospital with the idea that their problems can be solved instantly. There are some doctors who become overwhelmed and give their patient whatever they think would make them feel normal again, because that's what people want, to feel normal. In reality, this just causes antibiotic resistance and can lead to someone having to take antibiotics the rest of their lives. Situations such as these can happen outside of the hospital as well. For example, safe sex is emphasized more and more because there is still a high number of STDs being spread. To give an example, If a doctor uses improper methods of diagnosing and curing an STD, there is now resistant STDs being spread, thus making it hard for people to get cured and possibly face complications such as infertility, pain, and eventually death from the disease, as the goal of bacteria is to overcome its host and survive. And host refers to the human. Bacteria needs to be tested from bodily samples such as blood, urine, stool, saliva, and any other bodily fluids before claiming what illness a patient has. After this, the proper medication can be given as specific drugs kill specific bacteria. If the wrong drug is used, or if the wrong strength of the right drug is used, this may help with the symptoms, but the help may not last long as the bacteria is not killed. It will most likely form mechanisms to fight off the drug and attack its host even harder. Moving forward to the discussion, based on my research and experience at my internship, it can be said with confidence that bacterial resistance will decrease over time. The chart from the gonococcal isolate surveillance program is evidence that bacterial resistance is taken seriously. Additionally, there are companies working hard to stop antibacterial resistance as they begin to pause and analyze when a person comes in with a medical problem and evaluates the cause rather than prescribing a general or random type of drug to help alleviate the patient's problem. There are agencies like the Department of Antimicrobial Stewardship that are going into hospitals and health facilities to help reform the methods of prescribing antibiotics. It is less likely that bacterial resistance will continue to rise as data has shown that there's action taking place for this problem. The ramifications of carefully watching a disease-causing bacteria, tracking its resistance pattern, and making sure that the right drug is used are very slim. This would mean that antibacterial resistance will eventually cease to exist. Based on these findings, I would recommend tracking or doing surveys of doctors and patients by asking about their practices and health habits. This can help determine if the stewardship is consistent and progressive in helping the problems that cause bacterial resistance. I would like to thank the Department of Forensic Science for hosting my internship. Thank you to all the scientists and leadership at the DC Public Health Laboratory. I would also like to thank Dr. Schuster and Ms. Richardson for providing additional resources and assistance. I appreciate you all for your time and effort. Lastly, thank you, judges, for taking the time to evaluate my project. I hope you enjoyed it, and I am looking forward to your questions.